Yo, so in this video, I'm gonna search the internet, test, and even design my own versions of the most illegal LEGO items you have ever seen. Yeah, things are gonna get a bit weird today. So grab a snack and enjoy this cursed show. Okay, this one is actually really cursed, because it's this octopus piece with movable tentacles, but it also has studs in the middle, so now someone can actually sit on it. But there's also studs on the tentacles, so it can actually hold like 8 different things at once. Or what if we grab a big minifig head, and take his face, and put it on the octopus instead? And now this looks like something out of a really scary game. Or you could also just use it as a long hairstyle for this minifig. Dang, I didn't know bro was chill like that. And besides the creepy part, this is actually really satisfying to play with. Also, if you attach it to a drill, you can use it as a spinning cleaning piece. Okay, so this is what happens if you grab a minifig and drop something heavy on it. Yep, it becomes the squashed outline. And yeah, bro now essentially exists only in 2 dimensions. But you might be wondering, what is his purpose? Well, mainly to be used as a bookmark, so you can easily mark the spot that you got to. Or you could legit just slide his feet between your keys to clean them. That's how thin bro is. Okay, let's also check if his hands can actually hold stuff. Okay, and for the final test, I want to see how flexible he is. Yeah, bro definitely doesn't practice yoga. But don't worry, you can easily print more of these to assemble your own 2D minifig army. This illegal LEGO item is made of 3 pieces, and once assembled, you have this big spring in the middle, so now any minifig can go on top and start going sicko mode. And now if you put this inside of a car, it can actually jiggle around like a bobblehead. You can also use it to make minifigs shoot some balls. Or if you have 2 of these, you could literally make them fight to see which one is going to get knocked off first and lose. This next one is kind of a tall one. It's basically this yellow handle thingy, but then it actually extends into this curve, like a really long and skinny banana. So for it to make sense, we also need a Lego hand. Nah, but not a normal one. A big boy Lego hand. And then we simply glue that into place at the end of it. And just like that, we have something that looks like a super skinny minifig arm. But that's actually not all it is, because it is also a back scratcher. So now if you have that annoying itch, you can easily get rid of it. And the way it opens is really satisfying to use. Also, I guess you could use it to get hard to reach things, or use it for self-defense reasons, and once you're done using it, you can simply collapse it again, and now it will just easily fit into your pocket. Alright, so this is my phone, and yeah, it survived a few drops, but barely. So for this next bit, I'm gonna make a phone case, but with a twist, because this extra hole is where this custom plate piece is gonna go. So now we have a phone case that also actually has studs on it, and yeah, obviously you can attach literally anything you want to it. And build cool things like this phone stand, or this grip to make sure you don't drop it again, or a big compartment in which you can keep your favorite snacks. Bro, this is literally the best invention ever. But if you extra want to fuel the studs, you can use these cursed spiky bricks.
This actually hurts to hold now. What the heck, look at my hand. Well, I guess that's one way to prevent your phone from getting stolen.
Okay, so this one might seem like a giant Lego brick that you can hold, and it's kind of flexible, but if you start pulling it from here, you will see that it can actually separate and cause this weird and trippy illusion. Yo, it literally just looks like a real-life glitch. You can also completely pull them apart and see that each one is made from these thin walls. Bro, what? How is that even strong enough? So this illegal Lego piece kinda looks like a spilled drink, but if you attach a minifig torso on top, it will actually look like bro's just melting into the ground. So now if you take him outside on a hot day, you can troll people and say he actually melted from the sun. Or if you have a black piece instead and place it underneath a Lego car, it will actually look like it just got an oil leak and is broken now. Or you can pretend you're cooking up an egg with a white piece and a yellow clay.
Tasty protein.
Okay, and these illegal pieces are ones that would actually be kinda useful to build with. Because yep, these are 2x4 bricks that actually gradually curve to the side. So now you can place anything you want, but sideways. And each one is actually super smooth on the back, kinda like it was made to be a minifig slide. You can also combine them together to make some weird shapes, like this long seaweed looking thing. Or if we combine nearly all the pieces to form this Pac-Man looking circle, we can connect it to some actual Lego bricks, and just like that we have created a custom snail looking creature. And it legit looks like bro could actually crawl up into his own green shell. Okay, what do you think will happen if I place this Lego wheel here? Bro, what? It literally goes uphill. Okay, this works because it's actually an illusion, and this piece looks nothing like it just did. And yeah, I guess it isn't really made out of Lego, but it's still super illegal because it quite literally messes with your eyes and brain. You can also roll Lego heads upwards, so now this weird wizard minifig actually thinks he's doing black magic. Okay, what is one thing that you notice about these Technic pieces? Duh, they're kinda big. And I also have these pin pieces too. Bro, that looks crazy compared to the original. By the way, building this is super satisfying. But what can we assemble all of them into? Well, to answer that question, we need to take this creation to my office. And it's gonna live right here on the desk. Because yep, this is a giant Lego laptop stand. So now it's nice and elevated, and it's quite secure in there. But yeah, Lego this oversized does feel kinda illegal. And imagine all the other things we could build with this. Like, what if we connect all the pieces together to make this weird flexible contraption? Okay, this next one is actually a really cool but still illegal item. So it looks like a normal Lego boat, but if you actually grab a balloon and attach it to the top, it's going to use all of that air as an engine. So if it's in water, it will actually start moving. And to be fair, it does actually work. But what if instead we take the balloon off and fill it up with water? So now the boat is just going to be spraying it everywhere. Yeah, I don't really know why you'd want this, but it seems like this thing actually has a dry and a wet function. Okay, so this might look like a normal Lego head. Actually, wait, his face is literally missing. Alright, so now it's a normal minifig head, with two faces, I guess. But anyway, it has this big opening on the bottom, and no, it's not a cup. Because this is actually meant to be used on your car, to cover your tow hitch. Bro's entire existence is to just sit there and smile. And I mean, he seems pretty sturdy, but the only way to test it is to go off-road and see if he can actually stay on. Okay, this weird Lego head has bulging eyes, but that doesn't matter because you can actually open it and it is empty inside. That's because this is actually a Lego head snowball maker, but I don't really have any snow right now. So instead, we can test it with this kinetic sand. Wow, okay, yeah, that kind of worked actually. Yep, that looks like a minifig head to me. So I guess you can use sand instead of snow for it to work. Super cursed though. Alright, so to make this one, I had to print multiple pieces, because once we assemble them, it's essentially this upper torso of a minifig. Although his face definitely looks a bit strange, but that's not as strange as this bit. And we actually have two of these, because instead to test it, we're gonna need this. That's right, these little bros are actually meant to screw onto the valve of your tire, and just like that, our wheels are protected from dirt and dust. Yo, why do they kind of low-key match the bike as well? But let's see just how much they like it.
Oh, it looks like they actually survived it. And they stayed on the wheels without any issues.
Alright, this was actually one of the bigger prints. So we have this red torso and a minifig head, but bro doesn't really know what emotions are right now because he doesn't even have a face. So I used this permanent black marker to bring some life to him. Hey, that's looking better. Okay, but he's still missing some crucial parts, like his hands. So let's whack them into place. Okay, so now he actually got his grip back. And finally, it's time for the bottom part. Hey, yo, what? Did bro literally forget to bring his pants? That's kind of embarrassing, not gonna lie. But it's all gonna make sense in a second. Because he's gonna be holding this white rod. And to answer why, we have to swap locations. To my bathroom. And yo, he low-key looks like he's clipping through the wall. But as you can see, he's right next to the toilet. So you might have guessed it, but his job is to hold the toilet paper. And to be fair, he seems to be pretty good at it. But yeah, anyway, this Lego item is kinda illegal because it's such a cursed use for it. But it is kinda useful at the same time. And after you're finished, you can even find this piece. But the bottom is actually a brick, so you can add it anywhere you want now. Bro, how is that even physically possible? Okay, so for this next bit, I want to do a speed run of some really illegal and cursed brick pieces. Like this 3-in-1 brick piece. Now you can make the best minifig spinner possible. Or this piece that has studs on all sides. What about this one that looks like it's two different bricks that have glitched through each other? Or a brick that has studs on both sides. This one low-key would be really helpful when building. There's also this brick that's twisted, so it doesn't actually align properly. Or this one that has literally 0 studs, so you can click pieces into it from all sides. Bro, this is so trippy. Or this big brick piece that kind of has studs all the way around it. There's this brick that looks like it was snapped in half in the factory, so now you can make some crooked builds with it. Or this triangle piece, which I think should be a legit piece. Yeah, let's hope no one from Lego is actually watching this video, because they would legit pass out after seeing all of these illegal pieces in one place. So if you watch me, you'll know that there's one major sacred thing on this channel. Yeah, it's this mask. And I just realized that my minifig doesn't even have his own one. So I jumped to my desk and started cooking up a 3D model. Then it was time to print it. But just like that, we ended up with this. And now for the special moment. Yo, it actually fits. And you can perfectly see his face through the holes. Nice. Now bro is actually a mini BLOKEST.
Actually, it does kind of look bad.